He's already running an inclusive governance, and this is the best opportunity we could have as a citizen, as a state, where you are included in the agenda. You're included in both the planning and implementation of things that would benefit you the most. Because after years of service, Pastor Umo Eno would go, another governor would sit, and Akwa Ibom State would either move forward, which I pray so, and I sincerely want, or would just be where it is, which nobody wants that actually. We're complaining of a stack of unemployment and things we're not seeing, and that brings me over to the palliative matter. Odinaka, good morning. I did say I wasn't going to do it alone. The palliative matter is a very sensitive one, because this is what somebody would sit down and say, and this takes me back to the guest we had last week on housing, yes, and census. And the importance of census, as mentioned by the state director, the importance of census was so the governor would know, the leadership as a whole would know, how many people are we responsible for? How many people are under our care? And this would obviously give a statistics of what should be given and how it should be given. And yes, we understand that there are people who may need this more than any other person. And if you are in a place where you can help out more, do not sit at the side to receive. Honestly. On a very serious note, if you are in a position where whatever is given as palliative is not something you should fuss about, please don't do it. Let those that can't even boast of, I'm not saying 3 square meal, I'm saying a whole week's meal. A whole week meal, they are struggling to have one. But if you are opportune to have at least 2, let others that can't even afford be part of it. Let them be able to partake. But Naka, most questions I hear people ask concerning this palliative is the implementation process. How would it get across to people? How would people, or who are those that really, let me put it this way, let me ask you this question. Who are those that really need these palliatives?
I think, thank you so very much. First of all, let me greet Akwa Ibomites. Good morning, Akwa Ibomites, and good morning, everyone who is listening to us. Those that need these palliatives are those that are really feeling the brunt of the removal of fuel subsidy. That's to me, because the woman in the village is feeling the effect of fuel subsidy, and as we all know that fuel affects everything. In countries of the world, they are subsidizing major products for people, which maybe has a ripple effect on other products. It is being subsidized, but since the president removed this fuel subsidy, and fuel affects every part, every economy in the country.
You know, when you said, sorry, let me cut you in there. You said that the palliatives are mostly, or should go to those that are affected by the fuel subsidy. That's virtually everybody. That is practically everybody, because Kufre, are you not affected?
No, we have those who are really feeling this brunt. You can tell me that the president, maybe let me just say, or the ministers is feeling the brunt.
They may feel in somewhere, because the amount of money they spent filling their tank as at 3-4 months ago, it's not the same that they are feeling now.
They won't feel the brunt. If the president had actually allocated 70 billion to them, they can't feel the brunt. It is those people in the village. It is people like you and me. Like a presenter said today that he has not been able to fill his tank. So these are the people that are affected by the palliative. The transporters, the person who is farming, us who buy in the markets. Because when the transportation is high, definitely the cost of everything in the market goes high.
You'd see somebody that is probably selling.
So people in the
we'll ask you, why is this thing at a high side? You say,
because I I know a woman who sells water leaf. So I was working with her one day. She couldn't get a bike. She started complaining, why are all these bike people not getting 100 naira as
regular flat rate price?
Yes. Then I told her, you've not seen the effect of this fuel subsidy. She was shouting. So these are really the people who feel the brunt of all these things. Even the students, people like me, we school in Union, from the road to school is 200 naira. So...
Well, so we're clearly saying that students also should be a part of this palliative.
And even if you go through the recommendation, I think they've also added students Boshu Day. They have farmers, transporters, and even civil servants who work for maybe you're being paid below minimum wage or minimum wage, which is I think about 20 or 30,000 naira. You take 30,000 naira, go home, deduct your transports. Deduct the money you use in buying fuel. Then also the money you use in feeding, it's not going anywhere.
Can 30,000 naira feed somebody? Well, yes, we believe that God is merciful. And at this point, every Christian or every Akwa Ibomite is saying God is taking care of us. And I just don't have a choice but to say amen to that. And we're praying for great progress. Kufre, I love it when people have one mind and have this understanding that if I can do this for myself, I think somebody else can do it. Or if I can do this for myself, somebody else I can extend a helping hand to. Let's cut it down to chairmen in your local government areas. And I'm very particular about them. I don't know if I have plans of becoming one. Well, maybe I do have plans, maybe I don't. But I'm very particular about them because they are the closest, should I say, they are the closest governments to the people. We have in hierarchy, but when it comes to local government, they are like the father of the people in their local government areas. And it is important and pertinent that they take responsibilities of the people in their local government. Cutting down to these palliatives in the local government segment, should the local governments wait? Yes, the state government as a whole is working towards implementing procedures and ways to aid this distribution. But shouldn't the local government, in their own abilities, reach out to citizens that are in dire need of assistance? Basic needs like food. I'm not talking about going to somebody's house to give a granite oil of how do I even describe it? I cannot
I know one cup of rice.
No, that's not it. I understand that people are in dire need of assistance and feeding majorly, but if you're helping, well, let me not go further into that. Let me leave it to Kufre to dissect on this issue.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Swime. I really think the most important affected in the first, everybody, we are all affected, but the people that should be really considered are the populace. Reason being that these people have been suffering, seen a lot of shaking, and I must say that talking about the local government doing something to subsidize or reduce the effects of fuel subsidy, it is very important that we understand that local government, these are the people that are closer to the people. If you know someone who is selling maybe water leaf, or where they have water leaf plantation, maybe we have in a tenant, there's a place that people come, they plant their water leaf, different people. So if as a local government can come in, tell them, okay, mamoy kong for me, so that they make mamoy kong on me. At the subsidized rates. That is one of the ways to cushion the effects of fuel subsidy. But I really pray and hope that the local government chairmen see the need to retire to their local government and help the people, because everything you do, you'll be accountable for. Because when God asks you, when you were the local government chairman,
what did you do? All right, thank you very much for going on a short break. And when we come back, we'll open the phone lines, and you can join our discussion and talk about, you could give your contribution, the basic ways we could aid the implementation of palliatives. Do not forget, we're running an inclusive governance, so every opinion is very important. So do not assume that what you have to say may not have an effect. Yes, it will. Yes, it must. And we pray it will. Do stay with us. Don't go anywhere.
It's Ambassador Sound International. Are you a musical artist? Do you have a song to record? Ambassador Sound is here with the latest digital equipment for your music recording, beat production, mix and mastering. Do you need a DJ, one-man band or live band for your occasions like weddings, traditional marriages, burials, birthdays or any other ceremony? Event management, public address system, stage rentage. Ambassador Sound is a dial away for your professional touch with a total different experience. We are located at Bioto 1, opposite Bioto 1 Market, Etinan Local Government, Akwa Ibom State. Call on us now on 0907-412-5751 or 0916-541-0578. Follow us on Instagram, Ambassador Sounds 8, on Facebook, Ambassador Sounds, on Gmail, Ambassador Sounds 8 at gmail.com. Ambassador Sounds, the real dial for your occasions.
Hello, my name is Ambassador Sam Snapan, aka Politics Today. Join me and my team every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10 to 11, on Akwa Ibom Monday in the Golden Era, where we get to highlight the Arise agenda of His Excellency, Pastor Umo Eno. Don't miss it for any reason. Akwa Ibom Monday, all for the people. Only on Planet 101.1 FM.
Hey. 090-222-31011. You can join in the conversation. There's a bill that has been put in to the House of the State House of Assembly, and one of it really drew my attention, and that is the local government chairman. I'm not dragging you. I just love you too much. And I know there are great expectations for local government chairmen. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, this is Laba calling from here.
Go ahead, sir.
Let me just hit the ground running a little bit. This issue of palliatives, this part don't rush it. There are some people that have the capacity to do their own palliatives without federal government or state government. But they refuse, or maybe they don't know how to do the palliatives. Palliatives is not all about food. It's not all about money. It's all about our state-minded. How we have to love our neighbor. Why am I saying like this? Just like my boss, Ambassador Samson, there is something that he did yesterday for me. They called me on program. I went there and he gave me 5,000 naira. When I collected this money, I now down and said, how am I going to help people? And I remember that it's only one tap I brought inside my frontage of my house for people to fetch water for free. I said, no, let me add additional 2 pipes so that it will be 3. So that I can reduce the population of people to stand. So and I went to go and buy those things and give to plumber to do it. Now, if you come to my compound, it's very free now. People can fetch water very successful and go. That is palliative. Now, another thing, each person that fetches water will say thank you. I can thank you go to Ambassador Samson because they can able to help me and now sit down and think and bring out that idea. That is very successful. So, all of us will not wait for government. Federal government has done their part. What about the local government chairman? What about the councillor? What about the House of Assembly member? What about the senator? What about House of Reps? So if they can able to do that, at least the reduce of this palliative, people of thinking that they should share, and be stopping the governor to share the palliative. So that is my take this morning. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much. You know, he has just said 80% of my mind. And that is very true. As we are serving offices, we're representative of the governor in our diverse location, in our various locations. You represent the government there. And if you're not putting out your best, in your office and you're still down to wait for the governor? Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ambassador Representative. Good morning, Iowa State.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Please, I called this morning because of the palliative issue. Mama, I am sincerely not in support of sharing any money in this country now.
Okay.
But if we continue sharing, everybody will become lazy. And when we become lazy, that ends the whole thing. To me, I am even considering federal government to declare 24-hour services in every aspect of labor, whereby every Nigerian will get employment. You need to have whatsoever little amount from federal government and manage to it, while the government will use the money for palliative. For example, 2 billion as claimed by the state government as a relief for the first segment of the palliative. If that is shared to all the local government, and that if the issue of transportation is the problem, the state government will now have to use money via the share of the local government to buy transport means that will enable the people from that local government to access the state headquarters at the normal price, while the state government will now be fueling the vehicle and making sure that the drivers will be employed as drivers of the state government. So some part of the vehicle must also be given for student welfare, where they have to move, since it was given by the federal government. Every student from the main university annex to main campus, wherever you are a student, there should also be a gather-in vehicle for them. Like the transit, the other day I was in New York trying to build a civil service transit, and the man told me I should be paying 300. I told him, how should I pay 300 from here to Ija? And he said, are you a worker? I said, okay, if government has provided something, little something for you, what happens to us who do not even have what we do? So, Mr. Presenter, I am on the opinion that money should not be shared, because no matter when we share it today, no share receiver will receive 200 million out of that 2 billion. So what benefit will that money be? Everybody, if the real thing will be done, everybody will get at most 100 naira. 100 naira cannot do anything. So it is better we think of using the money to cohesion the effect, not sharing it, because in as much as we want to share the money, nobody is Christ. You will discover that so many families will receive more than the animal farm theory would now come to play, where some animal will be more equal than the others. But Mr. Presenter, this is Akwa Ibom mandate. Akwa Ibom future can be discussed through this platform. It is a pitiful thing that some local government do not still have possessions of the grader that the then governor of Akwa Ibom State had taken much money to buy it across the whole local government, which I will wish the present government set up a committee to investigate the places, to have the full knowledge of what is happening to this grader via each of the local government. I remain Elder Jene Ekeruke. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I really want to appreciate callers that call in to air out their opinion, and this one said something very striking and said Akwa Ibom mandate is a medium where the future of Akwa Ibom states can be discussed, and I totally support that motion. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. My name is Mr. Batikina. I'm calling from Mata.
Go ahead, sir.
Please permit me to use my dialect.
Hi, sir.
Anything pertaining to palliatives, as the last caller said, can we use alcohol? You can make anything more in a way. I use it not do more. They don't. The government some state, they share to each of the local governments. Where they say, I got to some, we will enjoy rather than alcohol. I'm not even saying no. They call the people not even saying no. Where they share all the same no. I will tell you the walk at 5,000. Hello?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to even here, but I like rice. I'm more than it's under lock and key. those boys can't finalize the warehouse. Someone border. I'm told within 2014 or 2040 before I share. I said I'm going to read I'm more share border to the indigent. Go back to border.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so,
sir.
The governor, I don't see governor. We can create new number one. They're going to fight. I did a very warrior from that unity. You should you belong to the party. Party, free party. I do not have prego. One other governor no worry. I said no worry. 5 said 2 7 5 request. Everybody request unity. They still in the party governor. One governor 2 7 5. Thank you, my sister.
Ine kase tete basudion ke etiko afosoko atangdo. Ke woma tong isang imim. Mpoya diana kiri nyena usong pogbe ba de be so wundina imema dok aya kananam ya phone. And it's very true that if this money should be given out in a right way, when I say give out, not literally, I mean put into use in a good way. Talking about getting cars for transportation, aya mana no sok mihutum, aya mana msong pomana amim. That was the need for the palliatives at the end of the day, to come down, to bring down expenses of life. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling from, sir?
Okay, this is Imran Khan calling from Berlin.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, I will use my own dialing.
Okay, so.
Look, apart from our day governor, Pastor Umo Eno. Because I am not by bombing, Edion, somebody is city on the.
Under Panico.
Yes. I am in boom from apartment, sitting in a road team. Go there, don't team as you know, even more becoming numb, Timamo, joking. So, okay. But, yeah, I was still around here. Because I'm a Yaru, Timmy, the Oya Panam, and get his son. 10 times my sister, incomplete powerful about get on into more than so I need to get the ultimate passport manager, the ultimate, then a woman a call, and I'm waiting no more. Then a son that for you, going try then that 2019, again, the operative, all good time, can I get here? My sister, I mean, physically and the car. You give me near my my center, gaining a weakness and getting better. I can't put Manjigi to community into Winkatman, a Jordan and the Jaradi on Bogan for the ship Kusong, come for a work community. So, no war, any city, Yamaga come taking in a quote OW, away from my GT. So, in Boom. Yeah, the dog boy will make down to do it will get me more. Yemen on the winner on me more young. Yes. So they down to Kim. Now then, and I'm not replying about all. And I'm not even a frog or anything put it on his to come and get it. Who will be come on to Yamana do simple. So, yeah, we didn't know. Yeah, I don't agree. I don't know this palliative so that program and your program is any. So, when Rosani, Bomb Ambassador Samson Upon, they park all out of the Ganger. Ambassador Samson Upon, I go to work in the own Jenica and Negan Brennan. Even though there were a lack of villages, good years in villages, so transform and go many in the onion. When I wear a wire to ignore this, to that transformer, I'm going to try my best. I'm going to be make community into so yeah, was it on web on my dear.
Amen. Ile ka se son eteti, se son amunyon bobasu udion fin. Nko da mi miesen kakak me di manantang nko transformer mi nko phone with tang ka. Yang mbo yo sok me wo enyo to ide me mombom, enyo to ambio fin mbom. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Okay, this is Mr. Innocent.
Oh, morning, sir.
Please, first and foremost, I want to appreciate Honorable for one. Mr. Sam Surapa. I always like him and this program. So please, I want to solicit and also beg our governor to come to Calabar to Highway, opposite Nelson Mandela. There is a street there. When the Calabar to Highway was repaired, they were using that street to drive and pass to the police station road. And that road is very, very bad. Please, let the governor also, while he's thinking about Tabernacle, he should also think about that road, please. And concerning the issue of the palliatives, personally, I would have said the best way we can share this palliative comfortably would have been churches. If pastors can be truthful, they send these things to churches and pastors will know the people that they can give, especially for the right. But when it comes to the monetary issue, as others have said, I really support if we can invest this money on transport, especially for workers and even non-workers, like KK people, they come down in ticketing and other taxation so that they can be able to meet up with their demand of buying of fuel and every other logistics. I believe if we can channel the money to those areas, it will really help and cushion this, the effect of this subsidy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. I think different methods are in a place where we could implement this palliatives matter. Because at the end of the day, you see that some people will still suffer and some people will not even partake in it. And some people who had one will go out to have 2, 3, 4, and then keeping others at a loss. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, ma.
Good morning to you.
My name is Miracle.
Miracle, where are you calling from?
I'm coming from North Abab.
Go ahead, sir.
Like, concerning this palliative issue, like, me, I don't want to carry this thing, do the way they do, like, NSAS before. You know, the way COVID-19, the way they do, it was not okay because I'm not to trust this government.
You don't trust the government, but you want to partake in the givings. You need to trust the government enough.
That's the way they used to do. Like, if they want to do the needful, they're supposed to carry those things and give pastor that will be faithful, like the last caller that said.
Okay.
Some pastor are fruitful. If they try for church, they can be fruitful. If they try this politics, they will still do macro, all those stuff. Therefore, I want to thank our governor. He's still trying.
Thank you.
He's the best governor so far now, I know. Just give them a try.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, man, to have you.
All right. It's good to have you too. You know, it's a thing of joy when the young folks are also interested in the affairs of the state. It shows that we are at the verge of carrying along everybody, both the young, the old. And this palliative matter, we just hope will actually get the right way to put it through. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning,
Yes,
madam.
good morning to you.
My name is Kadimo Kunet.
Go ahead, sir.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, sir. I'm with you. I can hear you.
Please,
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, sir. I can hear you.
okay. My contribution are to me. Aside from the governor of this state, that's what I'm doing in the farm. Go on, you get I go on from a side. You can the unity and you think in the Bible. Then I was saying, okay, take them already get the decision. That's when I'm issue now more because I get the right thing. Because I'm going to keep people's contribution. Nobody has no idea on what to do. But I'm going to get it for 1 2 minutes. That's when I'm sure that I concentrate them because all this they can't do me is not healthy. So it's better. And I'm the right thing. That and you get them. But the idea of giving them notice so that workers or other people, so that because this is affecting almost everybody, the marketers, the whoever, whatever.
That's true, sir. That's true. Okay, I hope you call us back. We lost that call at some point. The person's calling back in this speed. If we get these right ways of implementing it, and I do buy the idea of not just giving out money to people, because I'm at but no one person nam kubok noro ayoma city and ye war akenam tomorrow 10 naira do after begging on ye team for palliatives. I had in ye mpose ye can 100 naira. Hello, good morning. Merci.
Born in Kere, basically, Baba, good to Zuka for planet.
Kaiso.
But make us Mufita, and I so much thank God that they may follow this program. It's not twice a week, at least once in a week.
Name
is Ambassador, especially mostly midweek program to me, if you listen. But all the same, give me call His Excellency. And I'm here for it. His Excellency has been moving around, don't assume the office. I thought I am local government. But in His Excellency, community into Kamban Sukara. There is an erosion at the Prevera communities over 30 years. As I made move for work and get there down panic or erosion or more erosion or I get boom fences getting the primary school. I bring down the fence because some more to Sangaro. That being His Excellency, fences of the primary school or the primary school. More to boom the primary school into a fence. I bring down the fence. One part of the fence, more will bring down. Just about 3 days ago, last week, Wednesday. His Excellency, this erosion or our house member, house member, you, they represent you, when I see vote on more, you need to see that erosion. Even the outgoing house member, you need to come out and see erosion on another house. I mean, immediately erosion or open, I do a camera project. But yeah, state government is already saying His Excellency is already saying erosion or is one for me is about going down. Erosion or open, I believe open it. Immediately His Excellency is doing as of go around, but yeah, it's already worth a man to car.
C'est ça, Ineka, c'est ça,
keep them to a palliative very more. And maybe government need to take decision, Emma. But sending better, people keeping rice. If they know your rice, I don't look at rice that they don't get villages. You don't have any more. Apart from, but then Ganga go. Then we are in a call. I go ready, you were, we go ready, you were, the reading book, lady, and I go, and a channel, I go, it's them going, but get rice. Food items, thank you, boy.
C'est ça, Ineka, c'est ça, my boom for me, key knock me, young in a year, make going in a year, man. I go answer Congo now was rubber, no, me, neck. I go me, young Bonka, I came so me work it, tell me too, young Bonka, Mansebi son. Mansebi son, unampo, no, young Kim, me walk free.
Unyame, let me add something to what the caller just said concerning the erosion. Sometimes, although there are some man-made or artificial factors that causes environmental hazards.
Yes.
If the government say don't dump refuse here, don't block drainages, and then you're still doing it, definitely it's always going to lead to one problem or the other. And then the government might say don't build houses here. It's like where we live, there is an area that is erosion prone, and then you still see people going to build houses there. Definitely, when a disaster happens, their house will fall down. That is why, as citizens, we need to take precautionary measures, not just reactive measures. If we know that this thing is going to cause us harm, I'm not saying maybe that they are at fault, but in some locations like that, like where I live, and then you do these things, definitely something disastrous would happen to your house. That is why, as citizens, if the government has said, don't build here, don't build it, because there are reasons for doing that. And also, to add to this palliative, that is why I think that some times ago, when we heard about from consumption to production slogan, a lot of people took it for granted.
Yeah,
this is now the time whereby we need to produce. We don't need to be consuming everything again. And I like the strategy which the present government is adopting. The government of past Umo Eno, he has said that each local government should have a farm. Each local government, and when there is a farm in each local government area, the people will be working on that farm, and then the people will be empowered. Their they would have a good standard of living for them, and that is the right way to go. For us to cushion the effect of this fuel subsidy, agriculture is the way, because one thing that bothers a lot of people, one thing I know that affects each and everyone, is food. So if we can now produce what we eat, not even what we can export, what we eat, it will be good. That will be the best answer for this situation now, because that is what we see other developed countries doing. They produce their own food, what they eat first, before they can even import. And that is the right way to go. And also, the governor had actually said something, about local government chairmen, if they can live in their villages. I don't know, just last week, and the Governors Forum, United Nations organized a program for them, a leadership program, summit for them at Kigali in Rwanda. And then one of the resolutions there, because if we look at Rwanda, we see that country as a country that has been through a lot, the xenophobia and the rest, they've been through a lot. And then the governors who were there, they learned so much that if a country like this, despite the differences, despite the errors, trials and errors of the government, and now they are standing strong, that it is almost like the next center in Africa, apart from South Africa now, that is Rwanda, that they have learned leadership. It is now for you to come and implement. It is now for you to know that leadership is service. Leadership should focus on the people, and that is what the governor is doing here. Leadership should focus on the people. This palliative should go to the people who needs it, not you who has.
Hello, good morning. Hey. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, Ibom, kaiso ineka.
Amen. Yes, so many people have said very good things about the palliative measures that should be considered. And I want to inform Akwa Ibomites that the press release, what the governor said, the governor told everyone that he received bag of rice and every other thing, but money wasn't included. So the money aspect is a function of the federal government. So what the governor is doing is adding to what other substance that was given, like the rice. But money is really a function of the federal government. So when you are talking about they should not share money, I think the governor has not received any money that is to share. Rather, he received palliative in forms of food.
Let me also add to that. You know, the federal government said that 5 billion naira will be shared to each state of the federation, and the governor made it known that I think he received 2 billion naira. What the strategy this governor is adopting is that he wants people to produce. If I give you 10,000 naira
and not
today,
consume.
and not consume. If I give you 10,000 naira today, it will finish. So let's invest it in something that could multiply.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning once again.
Good morning.
Yes, government because after government, within you go government. My own past government so maybe this new government. Then and government. The government
code phone number for.
Okay, phone number 090 60 40 7827.
That's all.
090 60 40 7827. Yeah, about the young. Now the money number. Even in a campaign, come out really go really meaning. And I will good election so good wonderful. So government is no go the song.
You know, it's actually a heartbreaking scenario when people are struggling to survive, and also an encouraging time when they stand up to do something for themselves. The next father, the Udiana Nimbe Udianete, Ano Woro, Mini, Kaite, Ado government. I think man was local government. And you know, when you do talk panpo. More than young, but the tomo. India, you often might be you know, the tomo, kiddo. So I'm actually telling every chairman to go home. That is your home. That is where you identify yourself. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Please, I just had a comment from you that the governor says the palliative money should be used in investment. Mr. Presenter, please, if you are close to the sharing corridor, I have an industry who has been using cosmetics, which if such money is given to me, it will help me employ other people. And in short, next Thursday I will come to the studio with sample of my products so you can see. Time for us to invest with those who have the trademark than to waste money on unaccountable source. So that if such is gone, you know, if you have a cosmetic functioning producing company and others are done like that in other local governments, before you know it, we will not be going to bank to and buy cosmetics that we are using in our time. We will be producing in our time whatever needs our time will be giving to us.
Oh, okay.
To us.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I've listened to a lot of callers give out their opinion, especially in these palliatives, and it shows that a great number of people are more interested in productivity than consumption. And that is a very good mindset. Because we've grown past the level of sitting down to talk and we're now in an era of what can I do? I can do this. Okay, where should I do it? Or where can I put it in place? And it's actually a very good growth graph if we maintain this and not sit down to receive 1 or 2 or 1,000 naira that would finish. It am transportation fee. More than 5,000. I'm going to get transport fee. Hello, good morning. Please move away from your radio set so we could hear you clearly. Friday, Kaisa. Mbok mana sugu yo radio mfo fo ne me mangini kan ko fien.
Okay.
Kaiso san.
Aban from in Kenya neke. Man kan no san sunapa. Nyewo ke mo yai sem ko ibanga. Ba Kenya. Enye ni am biala pe no mi ka operation. Be yeke bo jan ke mo yai respond. Man kan try na. Pero na no operation nyom. Ira mi mo ku fo ke correct ne. Ndok tenke won tan no nya tenke won tan no de boy ro ko ni no.
Se son ine ka se son tete basudio. Amimbo kamiero basimbok. The ambassador Samson akwan owem Kenyong Jesus.
Amen.
No you keme no ye kana wam mi wo na ye gbe ye mi wam.
Amen.
Abasimbok dionye.
Amen.
Young Forum.
Amen.
Young Singing.
Amen.
Young Akwa Ibom states.
Amen.
And the Takantonte Ngini Mani Bo Sierra Mioke Akwa Ibom mandate standing 101.1 FM. Meniken kom afe frewo. Si good and Fanemi Ibo. Yarenam to me bang ko palliative me. And neke nemesretiti. And o wake a main dim ufon Akwa Ibom state. A may ye mufuro ke Akwa Ibom state. A may my dem mufu. Kiri young boy kaiso. Kubodo. Kido fio ibaitama kwenye dimo mwite ine kamfoko isofon. Yo imani kaiso ke mimido yo inye akikereke maatori micretimpo ikuria ino idemyen yo inampo afon ke kwa ibunze nekensno yung koma fe frewo sinam ya programa mi afon. I want to say thank you to Mr. Manasseh. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much, Agnes Ode, Kufra Isamen, Odinaka Chuku, and of course the ambassador himself, Ambassador Samson Akwan. And I would not say thank you without saying thank you to myself, Unyame. That's the size of our package for you to have a beautiful Tuesday ahead of you. And stay tuned to Planet 101.1 FM. My name is Unyame Ediamawong. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.